people coming in. Okay, I will start a quick opening so we can kickstart later on. So hi everyone, so welcome to our very first AMA, FastMoss AM Ask Me Anything. And I'm so excited to see so many creators and sellers joining us today on Discord. And for those who might be new here, a quick intro. So FastMoss is the leading TikTok shop analytic platforms, and we currently have 2.6 million users worldwide. And we help brands, creators, and agency to track top selling products, find high converting creators. I will be here in a group chat and then always giving out some cool and FastMoss free trial whenever you need us. So whether you're a TikTok creator looking to grow your business or a seller to discover new partnership opportunity, this is the place for you. And now let's jump right into today's AMA. To kick off our first sessions, we have two amazing, incredible creators who represents the heart of TikTok shop success. Angie Roman, a powerhouse beauty creator and fashions who generated over 11 million lifetime GMV in TikTok shop already. She's success through authentic storytelling, smart product strategy, and genuine audience connections. And next on, Legit Team. Oh my goodness, a multi-platform creator with over 6 million followers, known for engaging interviews with hundreds of TikTok creators and brands and founders. So both Angie and Team were standout speakers at YFCon 1 month ago, and today they are here to share their TikTok shop journeys and the behind the scene of building sustainable creator businesses and their insights into what's working right now in the world of social commerce. So yeah, Angie, let's start from the beginning. How can you tell us how you make this 11 incredible million GMV on TikTok shops?
So let me just tell you, it's not about it being a smooth road either. It's about showing up and being consistent. Just because I'm a top creator doesn't mean I have bad days. It doesn't mean I have bad weeks or bad months. It's about still showing up and still believing in yourself and having that mindset of, hey, if this isn't working, I still have to show up, but try different new approaches, new tactics, new niches, new products, new brands. That's gonna be my next big thing. You have to, when you're in an industry like this, you have to be your biggest supporter, your biggest motivator, and you have to stay consistent. It doesn't matter whether things are good or bad, because consistent time and sacrifice is what gets you to the top. And that's something that I've learned and something that I've picked up from other people who've found success doing TikTok shop as well.
Wow. So I still remember the very first time I met you. You told me that, I forgot the crazy number you told me, how many videos you shoot and just in a week or in a weekend.
Oh, so I am a mom. I'm a single stay-at-home mom. So I have to batch film because realistically, I don't have time to film every single day.
Yeah.
So 3 days out of my week, I try to film at least 100 videos each day. So I film about 300 videos a week. That's split between both of my channels. And I try to post anywhere from 6 to 10 times a day.
Oh my goodness. See, actually. Wow. So, okay, Tim, so you have interviewed 100 creators already, right? So what's the pattern have you noticed among the most successful creators and brands, how they balance your creativity and with commerce?
Yeah, so I think Angie was saying, I think really in the TikTok shop space, I think it's really you gotta view yourself as your own business, right? And at the end of the day, that's what we are. We are our own business, we're not employed. So every product that you select, every brand that you work with, every video that you drop, it's all on you. And one things that I really notice about a lot of these top creators, like Angie says, is just consistency, day in and day out. It's not, you're not gonna find success in one thing. It's just going to keep going forever and ever and ever and ever. You know what I mean? It's about adapting. It's about, the consistency plus getting better every single day. So it's not one or the other. It's you want to have consistency. You want to be putting out those that content, but you want to study your data. You want to and keep improving every day, whether that means a better format, whether it means a better brand that you're promoting, whether it means, different types of video links, whatever it may be, whatever resonates with the audience, it's a mixture of both. And I think when you have both of those perfectly, I think that's what we see in those top creators.
Wow. So I still remember when did you actually start hopping into being having interview style? I know you have hundreds, so many followers before actually doing the interviews. What made you wanted to start doing, interview session with the creators?
So I did between $3 to $4 million last year on TikTok Shop. A lot of you guys know I have like the most viral voice on TikTok Shop. What do you mean to say Wednesday? And so I did that at a high level, but I knew that I wanted to build something bigger. I wanted to take that money and I wanted to scale something bigger into TikTok Shop. And so what I had done is, like, obviously I'm still doing TikTok Shop to this day. I'm still making money on the side from that. But I started an agency here in Austin, Texas, and I got really inspired by Outlandish. And so I built these live stream studios here in Texas to do live streaming for brands and things. And we worked with Snap Supplements. We did some stuff with Beats Bites. We had a couple brands that we had brought on during that time. But ultimately what I got out of it was, when I started the agency, I knew that I needed a way to promote it, right? I knew that I needed a way to kind of market that. And so at one of the events that we went to, one of my TikTok star manager at the time, Christina, she was like, why don't you make content about all these events that you go to? You know, you go to these TikTok events all the time. Why don't you make content? And so it was one specific event in Miami. I was actually with Angie. And it's crazy because Angie was my first ever interview.
Wait,
believe it or not, Angie
shut
was
up,
my
really?
first interview. If you go all the way to the bottom, Angie was
It
my
blessed
very
his page.
Yeah, she did.
Oh my goodness. Also,
And so,
okay.
during that Miami event, I wasn't expecting anything out of it. I wasn't expecting to become like a social commerce influencer. I just grabbed like 3 of my friends. It was Angie, it was Skateboard B, and it was Skateboard B's friend John. And then I think I had the Seebecker brothers, and then it was 2 other girls, Annie and another. And I just I posted those. And one of them ended up hitting 1 million views. And so I think that it kind of clicked in my head at that moment that I was like, okay, TikTok Shop is great. I love TikTok Shop. But I'm really like, I spent 10 years doing YouTube, and I was like an influencer for 10 years. And so really my passion is in content creation over everything. And so I noticed that nobody was really making content around the world with social commerce just for the sake of entertaining and educating. Everybody, there was people doing it, but mostly everybody was like, hey, watch this video, but then come to my course. Or, hey, watch this video, but then pay for this. And for me, I was like, there's nobody that's doing it just for the sake of doing it. And so I knew that there was a lot of opportunity in that whole space. And so I think from that point on, we kept doing the interviews. We're doubling down on videos and podcasts and things like that, and really forming the first ever media company around the whole world of shop.
Wow.
So that's how it started. You know, it started with Angie.
Wait, so how do you guys know each other beforehand? What's the story behind this relationship?
Do you want to say it, Angie? I just got done talking.
Was it? I forgot which event. Maybe it was in New York. I'm not sure. Because there's so many events that interlap that it's kind of hard to track down. But all I know is the day I met Tim, we clicked right away. I was like, yeah, that's my homeboy. And ever since then, we've been like little besties.
Oh my goodness.
I always hear because I feel like a lot of people like see, you know, us being friends with top creators and other top creators, and they think like, oh, I want to be good friends with them. But like, really the way that you got to describe it is like everything happens organically, right? It all happens organically. And so it's really cloudy in my head of when I first met Angie, but I remember that it was around this time in New York last year. They had brought all the star creators. And I remembered her from the previous event, and she was like one of the only few that I knew. So we sat next to each other, and then
I was talking at the HQ. That's what it was. I was Nelson brought me in to speak at the HQ because they were doing like a Black Friday training event. So I went to speak there, and then you ran into me, and we sat next to each other. But yeah, we first met in LA at a health event. You were there for Beats Bites.
Right. And then after that, we just kind of we were like at every event together. And so it was like all these events that we just ended up hanging out, and like we ended up clicking.
Now he can't get rid of me.
No, Angie's probably like top 2 best friends on TikTok Shop for sure.
Oh
my
my
probably,
God.
honestly.
So what can you share anything that you find out and why Angie stands out in the TikTok Shop ecosystem? And also, Angie, can you like share little things how in your perspective how team success?
Wait, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Oh, you can hear. Can you hear me now?
No,
Brag about each other.
Oh yeah, basically, yeah. I'm just asking.
For me, what I really think sets Angie apart is like really think Angie comes at it when she's super relatable. Like she's super organic for her community and she's very truthful. And that's the thing that I think sets Angie apart is like she didn't come from like all of this money, like all this wealth and like was a millionaire to start with, right? Like she has the story of like she was born in the Bronx and like she grew up, she had a hard upbringing. And like really it was like finding those deals and like other people in America really relate with her and her story and kind of where she comes from. And I think that is really, I think that's the secret sauce. Like I can't be Angie, you can't be Angie, only Angie can be Angie because she attracts that demographic.
You can try to replicate, but you cannot. Let me stop.
Oh my
right.
God.
So I think it's really, I mean, and just take this if you guys will, like nobody can be you. So you gotta be you. And you can't try to be like this person or that person. You really gotta find what makes you you and really double down.
Originality makes you like it just sticks you out of everyone and people love that.
Wow. Okay, so how about Angie?
And Tim, I could brag about Tim all day.
What?
He's the type of person that he can look at what everyone's doing and he's like, what are people not doing? And how can I start that and make it grow and feed it? And one thing about him, he's very passionate because we've been talking since last year of him getting into this, of him starting his agency, of him like traveling back and forth, making sacrifices for his wife, his daughter. And he has yet to let anyone in the community down. And he's a very big people person. And I say that just not just for his job, but he wholeheartedly cares about people. And I think that's what sets him aside. Like he does it out of pure love, happiness, and honesty and just connection. Like when he puts people onto projects or he introduces people to other brands, companies, other creators to other creators, he does it out of genuine love. And that's what separates him and that's the reason why he keeps growing because people are loyal to him. And that you don't meet a lot of people like that in this industry. Let me tell you guys, if you're a new affiliate, you might learn a few lessons down the road, especially with who you might interlock with. And he's one of the good ones.
Wow, that's.
I never said any of that.
That was so much love.
Oh my goodness.
Love you, thank you.
Angie, and I believe some of the creators miss your, amazing LiveCon slides. So can you just share a little top highlights from your sharing during LiveCon?
No, yeah. I know a lot of people like to wait until certain seasons, like Christmas, it's coming up. You should already be posting about Christmas. I know a lot of people right now, they're concerned about that.
Brandon's trying to get in here, but it says it's full.
Yeah, so that's kind of.
He should have got here faster.
Oh my goodness. So that's why I'm trying to fix this. So you guys keep talking. I will let more people to come in for.
Gotcha.
Yeah. You guys keep.
So the main topic of, all right, no problem. The main topic, help you elevate. I know numbers might be down for a lot of people because I've heard that in so many videos of people complaining about their affiliate life. I know sales might be a little low, but trust me, showing up and staying consistent is what's gonna set you apart from everyone. So many people have already given up. If you look up the statistics online right now, a lot of people have stopped posting for TikTok Shop because they lost all motivation. But even me, like right now, I'm being so honest, my numbers are low, but that's okay because it's gonna pick right back up. Everything that you do in the affiliate space is a roller coaster. Nothing stays consistent. You're gonna have your ups, you're gonna have your downs, you're gonna have your times that things are stagnant, but you have to continue showing up and you have to continue doing the research. The For You page, the algorithm is consistently changing, consistently remolding itself. You have to learn to adapt. Just because something worked this week doesn't mean it's gonna work next week. You have to observe, study your other creators. I'm not saying copy them, but observe, study, take notes, learn about product knowledge, because we can tell when you don't know something about the product, by the way, like it's very obvious. And actually try things out, do follow-up videos, learn how to batch your content so you don't look so burned out all the time. You should be able to create at least 3 to 5 videos actually per product when you're first introducing it. And learn your hero products. You have to study your analytics. Your hero products, for me, at least in my opinion, are your top 5 to 10 products that are already selling. Those should be continuously posted about while you're still venturing out into other niches, other products, other brands. But you need something that's gonna keep you elevated. That's why I call them your hero products, because they make sure your commission is still coming in while you dibble dabble in other categories too. So my main point is that during this season, Q4, you have to work the hardest that you've worked. If you think you're working hard, you need to work a little harder. Sacrifice is one of the biggest things that we talk about in the affiliate space because it takes up a lot of time and you have to be willing to give up that time to be able to find success. I know it sucks, but trust me, it's all gonna pay off and it's all gonna be worth it. But again, you have to believe in yourself because it's all about mindset. Trust me, a lot of people talk about manifestation. I used to think y'all lying, but no, it's true. It's all about mindset. Whatever you speak out into the world can become your reality, but you have to believe in yourself, and you're the only person who can navigate that. Just keep that in mind. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Oh my god, we love that.
Was amazing.
How about you? Your speech is really impressive during the webcon.
I appreciate it. Yeah, so my speech was pretty much how I came to be. I wish I had more time to talk about the point that I made, but so basically, guys, I got on TikTok Shop. I was an influencer for 10 years, the YouTube thing. My mom had one of the most successful brands at the beginning of TikTok Shop 2 years ago. She was the seller for the Chamoy pickle kits. And so she did over like 300,000 orders. They had like 2 warehouses, etc. So she got me on TikTok Shop, became one of the big affiliates for her, and kind of joined Star Creators, did it, the supplement thing till this point, and then I started a media company. One of the things that I really had a speech about and that I really talked about on stage was that we need to start preparing for the next like wave of TikTok Shop, right? Like I think a lot of people in this space kind of think about, the next week or the next month, but I think like let's start thinking about like what's going to be the 5-year plan, what's going to be the 10-year plan, right? And I think really it's preparing for what is next. And when I say preparing for what is next, I think we got to look at the patterns, things that have already happened in China, right? So in China, there was different waves of social commerce, and it was from the app that they had over there. It wasn't TikTok Shop, but it was Douyin. But basically, the end of where they're at now is they kind of saw where it's all live streaming, it is massive influencers, and it is massive brands. And they're doing, I kid you not, I just talked to somebody from Joy Media who they did $42 million in 16 hours on a live stream with their big influencer over there. And we have her coming on the podcast, we're dropping that tomorrow. But that being said, I think that everybody needs to think more about their personal brand and not just trying to sell the product. I think Angie does a great job of kind of doing her personal stuff because she does videos that are not just shop. She will talk about her day. She will be honest with her audience. And I think it's more about like, start thinking about like how can you kind of do a little bit of both, which is selling and also kind of being that icon, being that face, being that figure. Just because I feel that when the big influencers come, which they are coming, David Dobrik just had a live stream yesterday where he dropped his new product. My fear with that is that if you're a massive workout affiliate, right, and you sell workout products, and maybe you've done millions of dollars in GMV, right? But when that workout content creator decides, hey, I'm gonna get on TikTok Shop, and let's say they have 30 million followers, well then who do you think the brand's gonna go with? You know what I mean? Who do you think the brand's gonna put all that ad spend towards? I think really it's start building that moat around yourself to protect yourself and start making yourself into the icon of that category that you're in. And you don't have to make content about TikTok Shop, but whatever category that you were in, start to make yourself one of the authorities in that space, whether it's beauty, whether it's hair, whether it's fitness. Market yourself and start making content and giving value to people around that industry just for the sake of giving value to them and marketing yourself and making yourself into that public figure rather than just like, hey, I gotta make money. Because if you really want to be in this long term, I mean, you really got to start to build that as a whole. You got to build yourself as a brand, not just like you're selling something to somebody on the street.
Thanks for sharing, Tim. And I feel like we have been, sharing quite a lot already. And then I think our audience will be ready to ask some live questions. So yes, for any audience here in Creator Sellers, do you have any questions you would like to ask Angie or Tim? Feel free to raise your hands or just shout out, and Angie and Tim will pick one of your questions.
Yeah. So somebody said, what if you don't have an established category? I would definitely say, if you don't have an established category, this is me speaking more towards established TikTok Shop creators already, right? I think that we're more of TikTok pushing verticalization. I don't necessarily think that, you have to do that. But I think like if you're still not like making money on TikTok yet, if this is not your full-time thing, then I think you need to just first figure out how you're going to take this full time, right? I think that's the first thing. But I think once you get, yourself established, once you have a nice savings account, once you have yourself, then worry about the next 5 to 10 years of doing this. But I think right now, if you're still trying to make it, just get to that point where you're just like making that steady income.
Oopsie, someone, can you mute your mic, please? I believe it's Hustler e-commerce. Hello, Hustler e-commerce. Would you mind muting your mic? Okay, I'll just mute them. Oh, I can mute it. Okay. Thank you for Tim. Okay, there's another question. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Thank you guys for making some time to put us up on game. I appreciate you both. So here's my question for you. I posted a video on TikTok a few months ago about hitting rock bottom as a father and as a husband, and kind of just shared my truth. And since then, the audience has grown pretty significantly. The engagement is really solid from men DMing me, going, oh my God, you're speaking what I feel, what I can't say. So from that, I got an idea on a product that I wanted to make for dad, so I went out and made it, and I'm about to launch December 1st. My question is, I was afraid to sell other shit to the guys, to the dads, because I felt like I didn't want to just slang products to them, because I felt like they were trusting me as a source of like truth and raw, authentic videos about my life. And now suddenly I'm like, oh, now buy this thing. So how would you recommend that I start talking about that stuff, and what do I need to get set up today to be ready to actually start making some sales?
So I actually know certain affiliates who have their own product, but yet still participate in the sellers part of the whole e-commerce affiliate world. I'm actually going to shout him out, Chico. He owns the hoverboard company Zoom on TikTok Shop, and yet he still dives into other companies, like posting for them, selling affiliate products. And I think it's just about balance. As long as the product is good, you can vouch for it, you can speak on it, and you've tested things out and can prove and vouch for it, I think that's completely fine to find a certain type of balance. Or whether or not you want to favor your product more than the others, that's completely fine. I don't see any reason why you shouldn't be able to do both, honestly. Unless you want to, fully make a separate page too, which I would actually recommend you do anyway, just so you can have one devoted just to your singular product, but you can also promote your own thing too. I honestly don't see an issue with that.
Got it, thank you.
I think you were asking more so about leading your audience, right, astray? Or I like the idea that we're just having these raw, authentic conversations in the chat, in the comments, and I want to start selling stuff. Yeah, I think my best advice for that is you're gonna have to go super crazy with your product, and you're gonna have to literally like put your all into it. So my recommendation would be start a separate TikTok account just to where you can market that, and that's the whole goal of that page. And I think that you can bring it on to your page, right? I think you can make videos about it, but to where you're not completely turning your entire page into that.
That's really good. I appreciate that. Thank you.
I do also recommend you look up Stormy. She owns Canvas Beauty on TikTok Shop. She also has a similar story to yours, and she shows the behind the scenes of her business. And I think that's just an amazing way for you to capture regular content, but also shop content, because it's honestly something that you could use universally.
Got it. I will. Thank you for the recommendation. I appreciate you guys.
Your growth, brother, for sure.
Thank you. It's going down. I'm a long time entrepreneur and builder, and had exits and all this shit, but lost my ass, and this is my restart, so I feel good about it.
Let's go. It's only up from here. Good luck, brother.
Thank you.
Hello. Awesome.
So we got some Goldie creators.
We're back.
Awesome.
Can you only see my forehead?
You look gorgeous. Two gorgeous babies.
Thank you, baby. I have a nice forehead.
Okay, so for Harder New e-commerce, so this is the stage channel, so we're probably gonna have more people joining in and asking more questions. And then Angie and Ting already shared some amazing stories. So we're just gonna skip and then do Q&A for any guys if you have any questions, and then just request to speak and I will approve, and then you can ask questions.
film on the TikTok app or the camera? All right, listen. So recently, I went through this whole like trial period where I was like filming on my expensive cameras and like took me like 6 hours a day editing my goalie videos and like it was a lot. But guess what? My highest converting one was the one that I just did on my iPhone real quick. Angie, go ahead. You can answer this one.
Yep. Listen, right here, this is what's made me the millions. My phone. I have a nice camera. I have the DJI. I have a T7 Canon. Like I don't even touch those anymore because it's true. It takes too much time, and I'm already investing too much time filming. So honestly, whatever makes it quicker and working smarter, not harder, is like my mentality right now. Honestly, use your phone. Certain things I do film in app. And other things that I need more better quality, like my makeup reviews, my skincare reviews, I do on my regular camera. So I think you can just go back and forth. But honestly, what keeps me more organized is filming in app. But I use the TikTok Shop Studio because I can download my videos without the watermark before posting.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, Chico's over here trolling. Yeah, I think like for me, it's like I wanted to film with a nice camera for branding, right? But I think like at the end of the day, it's like just putting out those videos and whatever's gonna help you be the most consistent. Because I really don't think it matters on TikTok. I think if you're looking at YouTube or you're looking at something else, then it definitely matters. But I still think that it's the relatability, right, that makes it go viral. So I think it's like camera. I mean, the most I would say is like I've seen people add the DJI mic at the most.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean,
yeah, because as long as your audio is good and your lighting is perfect, those are the best qualities that matter. Because people need to be able to see and hear what you're selling or what you're talking about. As long as they got that, you're good. I'm not saying to film on something that got like 1 pixel either. Like, all right. But like, something that's at least recent, decent, and gets you the quality that people need.
Angie, is it recommended to post 6 to 10 times a day?
I say do what works for you, because there's been times where I think there's been off season where I was posting a minimum or a maximum of like 3 to 4 videos a day and I was seeing real good growth. But there's time periods like right now for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, I'm posting a little bit more than I normally do. I'm posting 6 to 10 videos a day. I think you need to also study your analytics, see what days sales are the highest for you. I consider those days, like the days before those days is when I post the most. So like that by the next day converting even more for me. You need to really study who you're selling to, who's buying from you, and also who's watching you. Like that, what language to pick up on, what trends you should be talking about, what products you should probably focus on. Like me, my age demographic is 24 to 36. So I'm selling to people who are just like me, so I already know what lingo to use, what culturally has been like talked about as a hot topic. And I swear, once you learn how to read your analytics, it becomes so much easier for you. Especially look at posting time. It tells you how many more people are in the app too, so save your best videos for that time.
I mean, I think for me, I think the answer is just like whatever you can stay consistent on. Like if you're gonna post one day and you're doing 10 videos and then you don't post for a week, like that's not good. Like you gotta be consistent for sure. It's gonna the app favors consistency. So whatever you can do that you're gonna be able to be consistent. Like when I made all of my money, I was doing 3 videos a day, but I was also like doing like 8 accounts, but I was doing 3 videos a day per account. Okay, next question.
Oh, what's your biggest focus for Q4 2025? Any products or niches or trends especially excited for? So for me, my biggest 2 niches have always been fashion and beauty. Since it is Q4, I'm focusing more on beauty, and tech. Well, not tech, but like home appliances, because everybody's buying like their mom, their wife, something to clean up the house with or to cook with. We already know that that's a given. That's every year. But makeup as well, because everyone buys makeup, and makeup companies are coming out with bundles, specials, deals, and the commission tends to be a little more higher than fashion. So I would say if you have a top category, like any top niches that you're known for, that people, when they look at you like, oh, wait, she does the fashion, oh, she does the beauty, oh, he does the tech. If you're already known for those type of niches, pick one that you can stay consistent on sales, and 2, that you already know you don't have to work as crazy as everybody else is to be able to earn a certain amount of commission. Like me, I already know beauty brands invest heavily right now during the holiday season, so that's gonna be my main focus instead of fashion.
Yeah, I mean, I would say think about gifts, the season of giving gifts, right? Like last year, I thought that like Supplements were my best product all year, but when December hit, it was all fragrance. It was all cologne. So I definitely think this year I'm definitely gonna lock in. I just came back from Dubai and like it was all the fragrance companies. I got to educate myself on those things. So really for me, I think I'm really gonna focus on a more fragrance and maybe a little bit of like shoes, maybe a little bit of like Crocs.
You should, Mr. Sneakerhead.
Thank you. Didn't we have somebody in here? GLP-1 was gonna speak.
I would love to know that too.
Wait, what?
But I think GLP. I think you want to ask questions, so I accept it. But I think there's someone asking, is it recommended to post 6 to 10 times a day? Any of you have?
Yeah, we answered that one.
Oh, you got that one. Oh, I'm currently a personal account. I think anything better with a business account. Is there any negative impact for switching from personal to business? Do you guys have any idea about these questions?
I only have a personal account. I don't have a business account, to be honest, but I do know that the business account does give you more access to the analytics and like the backstage of everything that's going on. That's more if you want to be more informative to get a little bit of tea on like other creators and what's selling for them. But my personal account, I've never had an issue with it.
My biggest thing, Maddie, is that I feel like when you switch to business, I mean, and this is just a theory, but I think it may think that you are gonna need to have more ad spend and not give you as much organic. At least I noticed that with my Shophouse Media account. Was when I went to business, I stopped seeing videos going as viral. So I switched back to personal.
I see. Cool, thanks. Can I make loads of shop video and sprinkle in my target shopping trips with link and LTK and shop by?
Yeah, of course you should. You should be able to post anything you want on your page. I do it all the time. I go from one day having a mental breakdown to then posting a shop ad, to then posting a vlog, me getting my hair done, and posting another shop. Like, it's like honestly, building community is the best thing you can do. And as long as you can show up as authentic as you can, that's amazing. Like, yeah, by all means, post regular content. Let people follow you, not just for what you want to sell, but for who you are. And that's how you get the biggest supporters and the biggest conversion, honestly. Some of my best buyers and the people who show up for me the most are the people who follow me for my regular content, not just my shop content. So yeah, girl, post anything you want.
Nice. So what's your current split of short video versus live for sales, and how is that changing? From Leo 6.
You want to take that, Tim?
Yeah, I mean, I don't do lives at all. I don't do lives because I do audience on sneakers and the videos. See, when I do videos, it goes out into those people that are interested in that product. But when I do lives, it just goes to my followers. And so when I get on there and I'm trying to sell like Goldie, for example, my followers are like, what are you doing? So I really can't do live on my main account. I do know though that with live, it's a grind. It really is a grind, but I think that from what I've seen, you're either a live streamer or you're a video person. Like, I haven't really met.
There's no one who does both.
True.
And if they do, it always leans one side or the other.
100%.
So.
The only people that I knew that do both are like, they only go live when there's like a crazy deal. Like Sherry Pie only goes live when there's like crazy sales, and she's like, she knows she can go live and sell a ton of them. But I think that you gotta I would try to lock in on one and just try to master one before you try both.
Yeah, just like Tim said, you're either a live creator or a short video creator, because it takes a certain type of personality, a certain mentality, because going live can be mentally draining. And I say this with so much seriousness, like it can take a toll on your mental health, like being live, because it requires you to show up every day. Live is one of those things that if you don't show up consistently and don't have a set schedule, it does affect your numbers, and that does get to you. Like, we're all human, we're all trying to show up, we're all trying to like make this into our own businesses, our own income. So if you don't have that mentality to stay consistent and always show up for live, you probably would do best doing short video, because short video, once you upload it, it stays in the algorithm. Like, it might not pick up right away, but it eventually will. I've had videos that I posted last year now pick up now.
Wow.
So that gives you a little more liberty, a little more freedom as well. So I would say if you're just starting, sure, dip your toes into both, but again, you're either a live creator or a short video creator. It depends on your lifestyle, and it depends on what it is that you can provide for an audience, and also the type of personality and energy you can bring. Because I've done an 8-hour live stream. It's hard, very hard, because you have to stay energetic and you have to be repetitive too.
8 hours.
If you're someone who can be repetitive, sorry, because the way you have to think about it is that every second counts, meaning that every time someone's swiping, or every second that someone swipes, you're having a new person come into your audience, and you have to reintroduce every product, reintroduce everything. Every question that you've already answered, you have to answer it again. So yeah, really.
Money.
It is fast, yeah. If you can lock it in, trust me, you're gonna make a lot of money. It's just not for me.
Angie, they said what analytics are the most important to watch?
So for me at least, I would say my age demographic. So like that, I know what products to focus on. Like me, I have middle-aged women. So it's me, like the stuff I like, the type of makeup I like, the type of kitchen stuff I like, home appliances, furniture. I literally have to just study me, but I know if it might be a little harder if your age demographic's a little younger. You have to like stay on top of trends, like figure out what 6'7" is, I don't know. But if that's all about it, is you have to study. You have to look things up. Look at what those age, like that certain age range of people, what are they interested in? What do they like? What are the trends? So you can just stay on top of it. But also you can look up your creator search engine, your creator search insights to see also what those people are buying and what they're talking about. It makes it a little easier.
I mean,
also posting time too.
For me, I think it's like I'll try a bunch of videos, right? And then if I do something different in that video and I notice that this video is selling way more than the rest, then that immediately tells me, hey, I need to double down on invite Rowan to speak. Well, speak, Rowan, please.
Oh my god.
I'm back.
Thank you.
So for me it's like I had a video go viral recently, last month, where I had just put like text on the screen with like music, and then I got into it, and so that was something that I never did before. And so now that I saw that did way more sales, now I'm going to try more videos like that, and then we'll kind of go from there. But I think it's really like looking at your videos that converted the most, and then what products were you doing, like how long was the video, what did you say in the video, how did the video go, kind of, and then look and then double down on that, and then kind of get rid of the rest. But really at the beginning,
rinse and repeat.
Yeah, it's throwing spaghetti at the wall. Thank you, Brandon, for gracing us with your presence in here. The goat of all goats is in here, guys. All right, next question.
Oh my god, Skater Boy, love.
I taught him everything he knows.
Stupid. I'm getting hundreds of thousands of views, high engagement, very low sales. What's going on here? I think that you're going, I mean, for me, I would feel like you're going into an entertainment audience. Andy, do you want to answer that?
So the problem isn't your engagement or your community. Your problem is conversion. And you have to try. So I say you never sell, you influence. You have to try to get people to imagine themselves with the product. What are the problems that they might be solving with this product? What are the needs that it'll be providing when they purchase this product? Well, since Brandon's in here, we might as well talk about the damn Kringle Express bags. A lot of people don't know how to wrap gifts for Christmas, or that labor usually like dumps onto the mom. His solution, a Christmas bag that literally ties in 2 seconds. Like you have to give them a solution for the problem. Let them envision themselves with the product, especially if it's like fashion beauty. You have to influence them into wanting the product, not so much selling. Because when things come off salesy, even me, I'm like swipe. So you have to put yourself in the mind of the consumer so like that you're able to convert. And if there's any sales, a free shut up for Tim. If there's any sales, free shipping, like those are other things that you can focus on, especially if it's a well-established brand. You don't have to try to convince people of why it's so good either. Let the product speak for itself. And what was the question? You may have already covered this, but how long did it take for you to take off and shop? So I might be hated for this a little bit. I was in the beta program before Shop was available to the rest of the app. So I believe it was like 3 months before they released it. I got the invite, and we were basically on the trial of whether or not this was a program they were going to bring to the US. And luckily, I guess because I didn't have any competition, I will say, my videos like popped off right away. I believe my first viral video was the dresser that I bought, like that 9-drawer dresser. Then right after that, it was a little stair stepper. And then after that, it just kept going. But I will say, once the platform did open up, it became a little bit and it became a little harder actually to stay on top. But again, you have to learn how to convert yourself with the algorithm, with the platform, find out what's working, what's not working, and your mindset and your attitude of how you can adapt is what's going to set you aside. Because if you think something works today, it's not going to work next month. You have to consistently adapt with the algorithm, with the people, with what's currently happening, and trust me, that's how you stay afloat. I'm not saying I'm going to be the best every single month or every single day or every single week, but you studying and really putting your time into things is what's going to keep you elevated and keep you right back up.
I mean, for me, I think it took a while for my videos to take off. I think
So you met me.
Right. So
100%.
So I was trying at the very beginning, like I was literally obsessed, right? Like I was watching every YouTube video, I was watching every guru, I was joining every course, I was like trying to figure it out. But when I first started, it was more about like I was picking the wrong products. And so that was my thing, is like I was picking like an astronaut projector that had like no sales, and it was trendy, but the trend was over. And it wasn't until I started promoting my mom's product at the time, which was the Chamoy pickle kit, that everything just kind of blew up. But then her shop got taken down. So then guess what? I had to figure out something else. And then it's like I went from having those, high days to like, boom, everything was like done again. And I had to reinvent myself. And then it took a couple more months to figure out what the next thing was. So really, I think it's like all about like you just gotta keep going and keep trying different things. Try different things and then study the data. And then what works, double down on it and go crazy. And also, like, it's all different for everybody, guys. Like, it's all different for everybody. So, excuse me, don't think like you see my stuff or you see Angie's stuff or like you gotta really figure out your own data. You gotta really see what's selling for you. You really do.
Yeah, that's very true. Just because something sold for me doesn't mean it's gonna sell for the next person. Like sometimes you have to just bend with the algorithm. If it's trying to push you a certain way, let it lead. And once you do, like things just naturally pop off for you even more. Around how long are your videos? So me, I have a short attention span, and I'm pretty sure most people on the app do too. So I try to make my videos, like I try to get to the point as fast as I can. And I always try to do a hook that's usually visual, that's gonna get people to stop the scroll. That's what we like to call it, at least in my squad up team. I try to keep anywhere from 30 to 40 seconds. Anything longer than that is honestly gonna be like an actual review video because someone asked for it. Or if it's something that's already selling for me that I don't have to convince people to buy, then that's different. I'll do a more detailed video. But if it's something that I'm trying to get people's attention on, a quick sale, 30 to 40 seconds max. I try my best not to go over that. But then again, longer videos might work for other people too. So honestly, it just depends what works for you. Test things out. What works, you stick to.
Ara, I think that it only lets you put 5 hashtags now. Back in the day, it used to allow a lot more. But I think now TikTok's looking at more of like the metadata of what you actually say in your video. So if you say the product name, if you say like who it needs help with, what it helps with, I think that's what the algorithm's taking into consideration, is that it's so smart, it listens to what you say.
Awesome. So we will take another 2 questions. Fill in, be fast. Oh, Leo. Any clumps where we should avoid for compliance?
Yeah, I mean,
Tim, weight loss. Weight loss. Do not say weight loss. We know that.
When it comes to I mean, honestly, like I feel like the guidelines change every single month. Like the stuff that I used to get busted for, like you can do it now, and like I don't know, it's hard to keep up with it. I would say always like try to refresh yourself on what the platform wants. For me, I think it's like salesy, like not being truthful about like a sale or like about like a deal or like things like that. I think for me that's what I try to watch out for, is being more broad about like trying to get the audience to like purchase impulsively, but like not saying anything that's not true. I think that's the biggest thing that the app doesn't want.
Honestly, the biggest way to get a violation is saying that an item is going to certainly do something for someone, whether it's a supplement, whether it's a cream, whether it's fashion that all of a sudden is going to make you look like a completely different person. Don't give false promises. That's honestly the best way you can think about it. I'm like, hey, is what I'm about to say give a false hope? If you think about it like that, it makes it a little bit easier to navigate. Don't give false hope on any product, because that's the easy way to get a violation.
Okay, so sorry for myself, but okay, so we will actually stop till kill it down. So the next question, if you could send just one sentence of advice to yourself 5 years ago, what would it be? And the next two questions will be, can you and kill Dion, and we're at end of the sessions.
If I could give advice to myself 5 years ago,
Yes.
I think that it would be, if I could give advice to myself 5 years ago, I think it would be to, a good question. I think in regards to TikTok Shop, I think it would be to humble yourself and allow you to try new things and keep an open mind. I think that everything is changing rapidly, and I think that those who have an ego built and are not willing to adapt to the changes are going to fall behind. I would say that for sure.
Nice.
For me personally, I would say don't be the obstacle to your own success. Like sometimes those old mental blocks that we tend to build our own insecurities, literally nothing's happening, but we tend to doubt ourselves and really think negatively of anything that we're gonna do or think that we haven't even done yet. Do not be your biggest enemy. Be your biggest supporter. Be your biggest hero. But you have to believe in yourself to do things like this, honestly, because you're gonna notice, and I'm pretty sure some of you already have, the people you know, your family, your friends, they're not your biggest supporters. Your biggest supporters are the people you've never met. And I stand by that because to this day, I have not been proven wrong. And also, you're gonna have to make sacrifices, but you have to never think that you're too good enough to learn from other people. To this day, I might be ranked at a certain, I guess margin when it comes to TikTok Shop affiliates, but I'm willing to listen to anyone, people who are just starting, people who are in the mid-tier, top tier, it doesn't matter where you lie. If you have informative information for me, I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna give you the time of day because there's things I'm ignorant on. I don't know everything. And there's people who are coming in with new perspectives on things. You should never trade away or think you're too good enough for anything. So that's definitely something I would say, and to other people as well. And to get a good tax person.
I love that last advice. Oh my goodness.
That was amazing. That was incredible. Yeah, to end off the chat, book talk is a whole thing. They have a massive, they have a manager set for the top 1% of book creators. I think we see a lot of trends and we see a lot of things going up and down, but I think books have been number one on the shop a lot of times before, and people have made so much money. I know so many creators that have
Samrat.
books. Yeah. And so I would definitely say, yeah, books are good. Hermosi just dropped his books on TikTok, so it's coming and it's here.
Oh yeah, we actually have one last question above Kildion. So what do you think is the most important thing for a brand to gain trust from creator who might not be familiar with it? Probably a new one or from other countries. So this will be the last questions for today.
All right, hold on. Let me read it.
Yeah. The UP.
Creators are not familiar with it. Honestly, if you own a brand, I don't think that I think it all goes back to giving these creators retainers. I think that's the only way you're going to be able to reach the creators at first. And also one of the advice that I give a brand yesterday is you need to build that top of funnel yourself. So if you're a brand and you're not creating your own content, that's going to be the best way to educate people, is to make noise on your own page. And I think that those who resonate with it will come, but I don't think that you're going to find a creator who just takes you from the bottom to the top. I think you're going to have to put in the heavy lifting yourself and create your own content for a while.
Yeah, it's definitely, can the creator trust the brand, in my opinion, because you're trying to work and with someone and also introduce a product that you're unfamiliar with to a whole audience using your own image, your own voice, your own brand. So it's actually the other way around, actually. You have to try to convince me why I should represent you.
Love that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Angie and Tim. So this has been an incredible session. Huge thank you to Angie and Tim. So Angie X Roman and Legit Tim for joining us today and
January, here we come.
Our first FastMoss AMA. Yeah, let's go BFC and Christmas sale. So for everyone who joined, thank you all for being part of growing community for over 7,000 creators and sellers in Discord. If you missed the sessions, so someone also asked earlier, we will record the sessions and then I will cut up the accident in the middle part and I will upload on YouTube and social medias. And this isn't the last our AMA. Our next one will be featured on the top seller on the TikTok shop, so top performing sellers probably top 500, and let us know which category of seller you guys want to hear more about it, like beauty, personal care, health supplements, etc. Just DM me on the general chat. And yes, so if you have any inspired story of success cases you want to share, let me know. And thanks you again, Angie and Tim. And then if you have more questions, just feel free to leave the question in general chat, and we'll see if Tim and Angie will be answering the questions. Oh, you want to say hi? Okay.
Say hi, Allison.
Hello, Allison.
Hi.
Okay, thank you again, Angie, Allison, and Tim. You guys are incredible. I'm so glad to have you guys.
Have a good night.
You guys have a good
Have a
one.
good night, guys.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.